it's Shakshi Shetty and welcome to my channel. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Just click on the bell icon. Also don't forget to follow me on my social media because I do post a lot of interesting things out there as well. So like you all might know by the title, today's video is a makeup tutorial for very important days like your interview or your meetings. It's a very serious topic because on these days you don't want to put on heavy makeup and look like you're going for a wedding or a party or something like that. You want to look extremely subtle, you want to look extremely natural. At the same time, you want to look fresh and glowy. So this is the look that I personally do when I go for interviews and meetings. Me personally, being an MBA student, I have gone for job interviews, I have attended meetings, so I have a pretty good idea how to be dressed and how to present because we have been trained in that section as well. These steps are not only makeup, I've also covered all of the other things which would turn out to be helpful for you without wasting any more time. If you all want to know how I got this look, then let's do this. So firstly, I just came out of the shower, so that's what you need to do if you are going to go for an interview. It's best that you take a fresh shower. Number 2 is don't ever start doing your makeup over your clothes. I'm assuming if you're going to go for an interview or a meeting, you're mostly going to be wearing formals. Most formals come in the light shade. You don't want to get makeup transferred on your clothes. Start doing your makeup on some spare clothes. I'm going to use a lip balm. These remind me of the EOS lip balm. Only thing is these are extremely cheap. I think I got these for like 80 rupees or something. So this one is in the bubblegum flavor. I absolutely love these. Second important step is moisturize. You don't want your face to look dried out or unhealthy. Over here I am using the Wow 10-in-1 Active Miracle Face Cream. This also has SPF -15. So I'm just gonna dot it all over my face, especially in the dry area. Like this is a region where it's usually dry. Here I'm gonna make sure I moisturize really well so it doesn't look dry for the day. Next step would be sunscreen. Here I'm using the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunblock sunscreen. This has SPF 50+, so it'll make sure you get the right amount of sun protection that you need. The last step for finishing the base before we move on to the actual makeup would be using a primer. Here I am using the Colourpop Perfect Match Primer. In case you don't have this, y'all can also go ahead with the Nivea Men After Shave Balm. So just take that primer and fill it on areas where you would need your pores to be filled in so that you have that smooth finish on your face. So I am using the MAC Studio Fix Concealer. I'm going to use very little amount of it. The MAC concealer is really good. It'll last you throughout the day. While applying, start applying little. You don't want to overuse your product because it will look like you've applied a lot of makeup, and that's the last thing that you want. Slightly touching my finger, applying a very little amount of it. So start applying little and just make sure you don't overuse it. That's it, that little dab. I'm again barely touching it and applying it on the other eye. That's it. That's it, that one dab again has done the job for my entire eye area. In case you have some spots or something you want to hide, you can again use a little bit of the concealer and dab it just to make it even. I'm also applying a little bit of it over my eyes. This will also prep my eyes for the eyeshadow which we'll apply later. I would definitely not recommend a full coverage foundation or a heavy foundation because you don't want to look like you have come for a wedding. I would recommend a BB cream. I personally love the Garnier BB cream. I have been using this for years. You can build this up. And to blend it, I'm using the YBP sponge. You can also use your hands or your brush, doesn't matter. And another reason you don't want to use a heavy foundation is because when you are applying on your neck, you're going to be wearing light clothes. You don't want the foundation or the makeup to transfer on your shirt. That's the last thing that you want. Just in case you have some marks on your skin or you have some acne and you want slightly heavier coverage foundation, I would recommend the Fit Me Matte Foundation. It makes your skin look natural and like seamless. So this foundation is also a really good option. Once we're done with that, I like to go ahead with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I absolutely love this powder. Color of this is not white, so that'll just not make your face stand out because if the powder matches my skin tone, it'll give me a more natural looking finish. So I'm gonna put this powder all over my face. Make sure that your powder is well settled on your skin, because you don't want your makeup to transfer, you want your makeup to stay throughout the day. This really does a good job for me. Now my base is well set and it looks natural. It doesn't look like I've put a lot of things on my face. The next step would be using the Wet n Wild contouring palette. This comes with two shades actually. This is the yellow and this is the brown contour. Just giving a slight structure so that your face doesn't look like a white palette. Slightly touching, yeah. After putting the contour, I would again go with the powder brush and do this so that I make sure that the contour is blended well into my skin and it's not looking fake. Corners of my forehead also. That removes the awkward whitening between the hairline and the face. Just using the same brush, bending it fully like this, putting it on the edge of my nose. I wouldn't go with a full-fledged highlighting on my face because again you're going for the job interview or a meeting. So I'm just gonna use the yellow side of the palette with the same brush with the mirror. Just apply this only on the under eye section. That'll give some amount of life on your under eye area. Moving on to the eyebrows. Now I'm using a gel based makeup revolution brow pomade. I have literally finished this product, like you all can see. That's how much I like this. This stays throughout the day. It also comes with an angled brush. Only and only fill in the gaps. Don't be artistic with your eyebrows. This area looks much more defined than this area. Just go very subtle, very light on the eye. Just use warm, neutral, nude colors. The palette that I like to use in such occasions is the Maybelline Gigi Hadid Eye Contour palette. The second lightest shade that is this one. The next darkest shade, which is right next to this one. Using the next peachy shade, which is this one, just to cover my lids, and I'm just using my fingers for this one. Again using a blending brush to blend it all. Same transition shade, applying it on the under eye. Now that my eyes are done, I directly prefer putting a heavy mascara. The mascara that I'm going to go for is the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Mascara. So instead of a liner, I like to go full-fledged with a heavy mascara. Like you can see this eye and this eye, there's a huge difference. Don't forget your under eye area. For lipstick, 100% need only a nude lipstick. I would recommend stay away from reds. 100% stay away from bold colors. You want to look completely subtle and natural. Nude lips will just do that. At the moment, I am personally hooked to this combination. It's a very weird combination. I personally love using matte me lipstick in the shade 429 and the Huda Beauty liquid matte lipstick in the shade Girlfriend. For the blush, I have the Maybelline Cheeky Glow. Shade is Creamy Cinnamon. That's it. Most interviews and meetings happen throughout the day. I personally don't apply a highlighter because you want to look completely natural. So after all of my makeup is done, then I change into formals, which I will right now. So I have changed into formal clothes. Just in case, if you also want an in detail, what formal clothes can you wear to an interview or meetings, and these are purely formal clothes. I've also made a video on formal clothes, so I'm going to leave that down below. You can also add on a blazer. Me personally, being an MBA student, we are always told that adding a blazer gives a better impression. Another very important thing that I must recommend is, this is one thing that I really use, computer underarm pads. You don't want that sweaty underarm patch. I personally hate seeing it, so this pad would totally prevent it. I use it on my important days. This pad comes like this. You just have to peel the sticker off and place it on the underarm area of your shirt, and it'll prevent the sweat and the stain from coming onto your shirt. It's completely affordable. I think I got like a set of 12 pads for a really affordable price. I'll leave it somewhere here in the screen. Last suggestion that I would give is using a cologne. Again, don't use a strong cologne. Use some nice subtle cologne. You never know what kind of fragrance might disturb the interviewer or the person that you're meeting. Also, if you're someone with glasses, you can totally pull off this look with your glasses on as well. These are transparent 0 number glasses, because overdoing your mascara will really make your eyes stand out through the frames as well. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Just click on the bell icon. Also don't forget to follow me on my social media because I do post a lot of interesting things out there as well. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.